natural.
Okay, well, we'll figure out how it is. But welcome back. We're continuing the first session of the Rennok Series, 2020 series. Right before the break, we just had everybody kind of do a little bit of a meet and greet, share a little bit of information, or hide some information. And now they are starting on the second day, which would be Junip the 3rd, first week. And they are waking up in the morning. You guys all begin to kind of hear a little bit of a ruckus from upstairs. You can hear some shouting back and forth between Captain Algren and Padfoot. You are able to recognize his voice clearly. The rest of you hear kind of a softer pitched voice from some of the others.
I'm just going to go ahead and jump up out of bed.
I'm just gonna straight up
Think
there.
there's trouble afoot?
Sounds like something's going on up there, but if it's anything like yesterday, it might just be closed.
I know, does it? You said it sounds like a ruckus, but is it? I mean, is the boat moving or like is it shaking or rattling or anything like that?
The boat has definitely picked up to its full speed, which you guys hadn't noticed yesterday. It actually took some time to get to its full speed. Very unnatural for boats. It's going about 15 miles an hour. So for this size of a boat, and because of the current, not quite to the full extent of like whitewater rafting, but there's definitely like a as it kind of moves through and pushes through the current.
The ruckus, is it like does it just sound like crew at work, or is it?
You can hear a certain sense of urgency. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just start putting my gear back on just because it's what I want.
Right, especially heavy armor. It takes 10 minutes to put on.
I'm still going to start. At this point, I'm just going to start donning my stuff.
I'm going to grab my quarterstaff and my bow and
Touch the dagger into my belt and head up right over to.
Grab my shield, but then leave my warhammer and my.
Okay, so just the shield, no armor, right?
No armor.
Okay, just shield, no armor, no warhammer.
I'll put my backpack on too. I'll just grab my whole backpack.
No backpack as well, right?
No, it's still sitting on the boat.
Okay, just the shield.
I'll just take my shield and my mace.
Okay.
Shield and mace.
Hearing what they're noticing that everybody else. I'm going to start putting on what
Yeah.
everybody else is. I'm going to say, forget this. I'm going to leave it for now.
So
I'm grabbing my shield
start
and my
grabbing
flail,
yourself
and
and
I'm
kinda
just
like-
going to fling on up that.
Starting to strap in some like calf straps or whatnot. You
This
guys
is
see him
not-
run up. You see him run up. Artemis, what are you doing?
Just like getting my weapons. I'm not really gonna leave on my armor right now.
Okay, gotcha. So you just grab some weapons. Which weapons?
My bow.
Just your longbow and
My bow
quiver.
and my quiver, yeah.
Okay. Longbow and quiver. No melee weapons. I don't know if you.
I think grab my scimitar.
Okay, so you kind of put that on. So you take a moment while he gets started. These two just kind of hook and start going.
I
Those
also
are, yeah.
I have a slight morning ritual that I do every time I wake up, and I would do this on my way out. I would say something and touch myself, and then there'd be a little bit of shimmer around me.
Okay.
I would, I'd be like.
You guys see a little.
You see my hands like up in my face, like.
Cool.
Nervously.
So you kind of a little something.
As I'm like walking up to my backpack.
Why don't you give me a perception check? Yeah.
Gladly. 3.
Okay. None of you actually noticed this, so you just do it. But nobody's noticed it. Okay. So, but I got you. So you run up. You're putting on. You put on the cap. You're kind of like you see everyone else get up. You're like, what? Aren't you? And then what do you grab?
Grab my shield, grabbing the flail, up the back, and we're going up.
So grab the flail as it starts kind of dragging through. You guys kind of come up, and you start hearing Padfoot kind of giving a direction and pointing off. You guys are able to, so the direction that you're heading, move up to the front of the boat. Yep. And as you guys get to the front, you guys can see a ship off into the distance ahead of you.
Is Hermione around? Is she too?
No, she's actually asleep right now.
I'm gonna stop by Padfoot as I'm walking towards the front and be like, "What is that?"
Padfoot's in the crow's nest.
Oh, he's up in the crow's nest.
or no, I apologize. Padfoot would not be up in the crow's nest. It's Jeremy. So Jeremy's the one who was screaming, not Padfoot. He's also sleeping. Sorry.
What is he screaming out?
What is he saying?
Ship ahead. Ship ahead. You can hear Algren. Algren's kind of shouting back, giving orders to slow down. There are 2 crewmen. One of them is Danny that are up here. Let's roll the crewmen. So Danny was black. She's she's asleep, and so was Padfoot. These are 2 crewmen that are up here. Another one that's over here checking, just checking things about the ship. You guys can hear Algren kind of steering, and he's raising hands, and you guys are feeling this like this vibration throughout the entire ship. As you look back behind you.
She's rubbed off on him.
There are particles of
as you look back at the daggers, so as you look back towards the end of the ship, the flaps, the unique flaps that you guys had seen, you can see them extending outwards.
about to drift.
And just kind of opening up, catching more and more of the water. You feel a little bit of a jerk as your body kind of just leans forward a little bit as the boat begins to slow down.
Are those friendly or
Ahead of you?
Yes. I'm gonna yell that out and ask the captain if he knows what's up.
He kind of gives a shoulder shrug. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Perception check. I should have rolled it in here. Does it count because I didn't do the tray?
Nope. You brought the tray when we made it. We established it. You got
Cool.
tray rolls.
That works. Alrighty. Cool then. So we got that'd be for perception here. We're just gonna go ahead and with a 13.
13?
Yes.
Nope.
No. Can't tell.
You can see that there's a flag on the ship, but you can't. You just
Is it coming straight towards us, or are we just going to be like crossing its path, or?
From the way it looks, it actually looks like it is heading in the same direction as you guys.
Oh, so we're coming
like,
on it.
We're like coming to a head, sort of.
No, like you guys are behind it,
Okay.
and it's ahead of you guys. So you're slowing down because you're a fast ship, so you would catch up to it, but you're slowing down.
So I'm gonna run or ask the crewman right here. I don't know who the green one is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, how long before we intercept them?
It's about an hour, but we're trying to slow it down so that we don't get too close to them. Captain's not sure. It's flagging Woikian colors.
You said about an hour before we'd hit them.
About an hour before we get.
Oh.
That's, I'm hearing that. I'm running to grab my stuff.
Armor up.
I hope they're okay.
I just heard it out a bit. Be right back, dude. That's exactly
Yeah,
what my thought process
There's been
was.
some pirates around here that we're not sure where they're coming from.
Why aren't we turning? Why are we still going straight?
We're working on it.
Okay.
Right now, it's just focused on slowing down. We don't want to catch up to them too fast. We're going to try to get around them. The problem is that if we get too far around them, we get off the current. And it takes a while. And we might get on the wrong current, go the wrong direction, and not get to our place. Now, if it's just a Woikian ship, then there's no reason to take that many measures. You know what I mean?
Are they known to flying flags that are from places?
Lately, there's been some rumors about Woikian ships actually being pirates. So we're just being cautious. That's all.
What sort of defenses does the ship have against pirates?
And then coming in, you hear the Captain Algren start to interrupt. The ship's not really good for defenses, but it's the fastest ship. So we slow it down, we get close. If it ends up being bad, we can just zip on by.
We pick up speed
Yes.
that quickly?
We can pick up speed pretty quick. We can also maneuver very quickly. So if that ship, it doesn't look like it does, it starts squinting out towards it. If that ship were to have cannons, it's definitely going to be difficult to line up a shot against us. They got to turn about face. They got to try to aim up a shot. And with these here things, it points to the flaps that you guys have seen started to open up and catch more water and slow down. These things make it real easy to maneuver and dodge around. So they'll waste a lot of time trying to aim, and we'll get a far enough away from them, they'll never catch up. We're slowing down so they don't anticipate it. If we go too fast, they try to maintain their speed, and we got an easier time. So, but again, could be nothing. Just a Roy King ship. They like to flag their colors, try to establish themselves in these seas, letting everybody know that they're a nation, things like that. So, hang tight. Now, if you can fight, you want to get ready, then hey, that's great. Maybe grab a bite to eat if any of you haven't eaten yet. So we got time. We'll find out what's going on in a little bit.
I'm just gonna stay here, watch him.
I'm staying up there in front.
Cool.
Just gonna be ready.
So we started yesterday, assuming you guys had already eaten.
Yeah,
Who's
so I'll mark off one of my rations.
Oh, we.
No, you don't need
I
to
guess
mark.
I'll-
You don't need to mark a ration for yesterday.
While going
If you're
down,
gonna eat today, then yes, mark a ration.
So paid, yeah.
we also paid for ours,
Yep.
so we'll go
Yes.
ahead and just grab
Yeah.
some while we're.
Only 2 of you paid, right?
Yeah,
I
I didn't
paid.
buy a meal or anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 3, right?
Right. So the 3 of you can go downstairs and eat real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, it's for
we're
the
changing
whole
the
trip?
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
for
for
the
the whole
day.
trip.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
I'll
pay
go
for
down.
Yeah, you pay for the whole day, but you guys need to eat for the day.
We
And if you
paid
guys even
the 5 milky, was that for the day or the trip?
That's
the
for
trip.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I'll feel my stomach rumbling and head down.
Okay. How about the 3 of you? Are you getting something to eat, or are you going without food?
Yeah, thanks for the suggestion.
I'm going to eat, but before I do anything, like as soon as I get back downstairs, I'm gonna pull out my mirror and my little brush.
Is that what
I'm sitting
oh.
like back there. Just,
Those eyebrows are magnificent.
they are, aren't they?
They are.
Will they help
They
us
came
as
from-
pirates?
Jason,
They
pirates?
just-
There are pirates?
No, there's another ship out there. We're not sure what
Breckenridge says, "Excuse me, what is going on up there?"
Another ship. The spotted. It's about.
Another ship, a pirate ship?
It's flying
We
Rokin.
think there's a
We're
possibility.
not
Black.
sure yet.
But
And Jason's like, "Oh my god, oh my god. What if they're pirates? What happens?"
Well, then,
And
So
what if
what-
they're not?
And then when he says what happens, I said, then you all will stand behind me. And as I'm putting on my armor and everything.
I'll look at them and be like,
And I'll stand next to you.
Jason, look at
Father
these
Earth
fine
will keep us
fellows
safe.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone is armed to the teeth, including it looks like Artemis and you said you have a hammer, right?
Yes, I have a giant warning.
And mesh. I think you'll be safe.
just sort of slowly turn my quarters to.
Yeah, especially once you started talking, you just immediately like calms down. You continue to kind of soothe him, and he just kind of looks at all of you. Okay. Probably not any pirates, right?
Breckenridge.
Might be, but
Okay.
that'll be okay.
Yeah.
What's
That'll be
the
fine.
saying? Be prepared for the worst.
You stay
But hope
down
for the best.
here and take
It was my plan, anyways.
Yeah, either way, you should probably just stay down here.
Okay.
10 minutes later. Everyone else put on their armor and you're like,
Laugh.
50.
But you guys see him, he starts kind of like, he kind of starts getting the rope around like his multiple cylinders. He's got 3 of them specifically and ties a string around him, kind of like fastens things up. And you kind of see, like, as you guys are all getting ready and eating and grabbing some food, you grab one of your rations.
Yes, I
And the
did.
2 of you eat your ration, or are you guys going without food today?
I'm eating mine.
You're going to eat yours? Okay. So make sure to mark a ration down. Cool. And he, you know, as you guys are doing all of this, Jason kind of like packs up all of his things. You can kind of see that he's pretty well versed in packing. Like his adventuring gear seems to be pretty well put together. The cylinders, the bedroll, and things like that. And he just kind of puts them on, and sits on his bed. Prepare for the worst.
Perfect, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job.
You'll be fine.
I'm
It's gonna be fine.
It's
It's gonna be fine. And as he nods, the glasses kind of come down and he shoves them back up
They
again.
will keep you safe.
Definitely.
But they're not pirates.
They're not pirates. They're not pirates. As he starts shaking his head again, they start to kind of like sit them down. They're not pirates.
I'm gonna go ahead and
For
I'm gonna go
They're
kneel
probably
down.
not pirates.
I'm gonna go kneel down next to him real quick. Are you going to be okay?
I'm gonna be fine, but if something were to happen, I've got my things and I'm good. I'm pretty buoyant, so
So of course you're all going to be fine. You'll be behind me. As I'm finishing up, I'll start walking up.
I'll go ahead and I'll fall right behind you. I'll give him a tap on the shoulder.
Yep.
You'll be fine, kid. No, just
Totally.
let him know.
And he just kind of looks stern. He looks okay, but you guys know he's not.
Yeah, I can tell.
Back up.
So he just sits on his bed. You guys go back upstairs? Okay, so you guys go back upstairs. It's been about 10, maybe 15 minutes to like grab a bite to eat. You guys go upstairs.
So the armor and stuff, yeah.
Right, put it on the armor.
Does it feel like we're slowing down?
Yeah, you guys have definitely slowed down, but the ship's still, you're still gaining on it. So, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. It's Rockian flags, so.
Thought you said this ship could maneuver quickly.
And it has maneuvered to the side. It's going to pass.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Right, I
So
apologize.
yeah, what they're trying to do is slow down, so that when they try to pass it, if they turn out to be hostile, they can switch into like another gear and try and pass them before they can catch up. That's what the plan was.
All right. So you guys are still approaching. Probably the Captain Algren. As you guys get closer, Lockland is awake, Padfoot's awake, but all of them are silent. They're all just waiting. An eerie quiet kind of hits you guys as you just start to approach. It's tense. Yeah, there's a tensity in the air. You guys start to approach. As you guys get closer, the ship seems small, a little bit bigger than the surf, and it seems that there are no cannon holes on the sides of it. It has a similar design. There's a third set of sails on the back end. You guys start to approach, and there appears to be no crew on top of the deck.
Don't like bullets and that.
And then as you kind of come around the edge where the top, I don't know the technical term, but the top of it is where you would steer. The helm. As you kind of come across and your vision catches the side of the helm, a man kind of limps out with a little squint in his eyes, and he looks over at you guys. Clearly looks like a pirate. He stares at you guys. Huh. Just has this grin on his face. He kind of waves over to the side. You see a few people kind of come up from behind the mast, come up out. They start lowering the Roykian flag.
I might find something to barricade the door back there.
Is there any way to like signal that? So we're
Let's. So, what are you doing?
Someone help me block the door.
I'll go with you and help. Try
Help
to
block the door. What are you doing?
I wanted to tell the captain to like go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're all good. And yeah, you guys. As soon as you turn away, you immediately see his hands drop, and the two crewmen that are here push like a button that releases the hooks. With the mechanisms that you guys see, there are these giant like gears, cranks and gears, where it has one of those hooks that goes on there, but he hits it, releases, and the flaps come in. Then two of the crew members up top just immediately drop down with ropes and start pulling up these sails so that they open up and catch as much wind as possible. And you guys all feel like this jolt. It's not like accelerating in a car, but there's obviously like this ship is picking up speed very quickly, like it hadn't done the day prior. And you kind of just see these several guys swinging from their ship, heading over to you, and they all swing back and land in as your ship kind of begins to pass them, and they're not going to make the landing. So you guys begin to move forward and kind of getting out of its reach. As you guys push forward, all of you hear this, and I need everyone to make a deck save.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Cool.
Fuck!
Doesn't matter. I guess it's
Natural 1.
What was
Two.
You said dex save?
We're in
Dex
trouble.
save.
22.
22? 5?
14.
6? But you got a nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay. 6?
14.
14. 5 total?
5, yeah.
2 total? Okay, and you got a nat 20. Okay, so the two of you, as you guys pull away and you get, it's probably several, actually I apologize, it's probably several minutes later as you guys pull up in front, you just hear these 4 firing sounds, almost like a cannon, as all of a sudden you get jerked forward. The two of you, Nesh, is this where you were, or were you?
No, I was back there.
You were back here?
Oh, well, like, yeah.
I was.
Okay, yeah, so you're here. You're back here. Silas started moving too. And so what's going to happen is the two of you are going to be knocked prone and slide 5 feet, 10 feet forward. So both of you are prone. These ropes. Oh God, thank God, holding us back. And you guys get knocked prone. All right, what do you guys want to do? You have definitely begun to slow down.
Well, there's no initiative, so I'm gonna stand back up and
Stand up,
move away from
Morgan's
the
gonna
edge.
scream, all hands on the helm!
I'm gonna move away from there. I'm gonna move back towards the.
So is the ship back there, or
The ship is, I'm the enemy ship.
you're so directly behind us?
Pretty
So I'm
much.
gonna head towards the helm then.
Head towards the helm.
Yeah.
Heading towards the helm. You guys were still doing the door?
Yeah.
I have a great sword in my hand now.
Okay. He has and it definitely has a look to it, right?
Yeah, it looks kind of wicked. I'm thinking probably got some jagged edges around it. It's looking like a darker blade, and it's just in my hand. You guys know I wasn't carrying weapons.
Right. So he suddenly has a great sword in his hand. Both hands.
Both
great
hands.
sword.
Yeah, I'm holding it kind of like it's hip on the ground right now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, I'm just holding it down. I'm just looking around.
Okay. Cool. There's nothing to really hold the
I
door.
don't really see anything.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
we'll sneak around the door.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go ahead and actually
I
go
wanna
ahead
go-
and look down. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, I wanted to run to the back and see where the cannon may have hit.
Okay, so you're heading to the helm
Yeah.
as well? Okay, so we got the helm. What are you doing?
That's exactly what my thought process was.
Heading towards
Check
the
out
helm.
where
You're
it's
just
at.
chilling by the door, right?
Yeah, there's still
You
another
as
door.
well?
I'm actually gonna call in pirates.
Pirates. Okay. Pirates. So you hear it, and you don't hear anything back.
Good. Okay. Just wanted
Oh,
them to be
no,
aware.
actually, you might have heard. No, you don't hear anything back.
Close the door.
Cool. So you guys start heading towards the helm.
Okay.
First to the helm is going to be you, then you. Boom. So as you guys pull up, you've already got 2 crew members and Lachlan who are looking back. Where's Lachlan? Who are looking back. They all look down, and you hear Lachlan, "Fuck!" You guys look. 4 harpoons have been fired into the back of the ship and are locked in with this very thick rope that's holding them in. And you guys can feel this jerking motion as you can just faintly hear this from behind you guys. All right, what do you guys want to do?
This
Quick.
guys, it's a
How
situation.
far
How
is
close
this?
is the ship
Yeah,
to
how
us?
close is?
You guys, again, it's been several minutes, so you guys actually do have some decent distance. Probably about, I want to say, less than 100 feet though.
Less than 100 feet.
Yeah.
As you're getting reeled in.
Am I able to see someone on board?
On the opposite side?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see somebody
Okay,
on
I'm
the
gonna
opposite
go
side.
ahead and take out my short bow and try to fire an arrow at the person that I can see.
Okay,
Will I
so
have
you're gonna fire a shot?
disadvantage?
I believe so. Short bow is
60?
60?
Is it 60 feet?
So I'm trying to see.
I think it's 62. It's 62.
Short bow is 80, so yes, you are gonna have disadvantage.
Okay.
So how far is it though? Like, how far
You
is
said
it?
it was less than 100.
Less than 100 feet?
Less than 100, but definitely more than 50.
Okay,
So I'm putting it at about probably 85, but
So just right above it.
right.
With the disadvantage, I got a 8.
8. Okay, so you fire off an arrow and it just kind of and it just misses.
Can I use my chips to use my metal thing to pop out the harpoons?
Okay, so you want to pop out. Now, you can... Not all 4 of them.
Not all 4 of them?
Yeah, you won't be able to do all 4 of them.
For 2?
No, I was gonna say 2 to pop out 1.
Wowie!
Yeah. These things are big.
Oh, yeah.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them.
How far away is the ship?
The ship,
The back ship.
the back ship is about
85.
85, yeah.
Okay.
So, how do we dislodge them or something?
Are all the harpoons coming out of the enemy ship from one centralized location, or are they?
There are 4 doors that are at the front of it, and they've come out of each one. Now it's 80 feet.
Can I try to work the bow of the ship downward?
In what regard?
Well,
You wanna?
you were the one that brought it up earlier.
Yeah, I know. But in what regard? Like, what do you mean? Like, you want to push it into the water? That's gonna be too big. Too big.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2 chips. I'm like, yes.
No, I apologize. That's gonna be a little too big to move an entire ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we all work together?
But I had.
Yeah. Become the Avatar.
How far down are the harpoons from where we're at? Is it's too far down?
Yeah, you've got one that's. I wish I had something worthwhile here. Let's go ahead and just use these chips. So.
And they're above the water line, correct?
Yeah. What you have is you have one that's probably only about 10 feet down from where you guys are. These 2 fell about maybe 15 feet, and then this one's about 20 feet down.
I have something smaller. Can I try to open up the holes, like move the wood out from where the harpoons
You want to
are
shift
stuck
the
in?
wood that's in.
Yeah.
You're
That-
gonna need
that
to
they're
get.
stuck in.
You're gonna need to go into the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Cool. So you just start running down.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run down. He's running down. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and. How you said the rope is pretty thick, right?
It's pretty thick. Yeah.
Would like a spell or something be able to like burn this rope?
You can definitely find out.
It's not gonna work. It's,
When I say find out, it doesn't mean it's not going to work. It just means like I'm not going to give you the answer.
no, it's
Yeah.
like Sacred Flame isn't gonna work on this. I mean, I'll try that. I'll try it.
Okay, so you're going to cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to choose a target. The target makes a dex save, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome and hilarious because it's Rick. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to do right now?
Just hanging out by the door still.
Hanging out by the door. So, all right. So you're gonna head down. You head into the captain's quarters. You see several of these. One of them you can't actually see; it's too low. But 2 of them are like where the floor is. You can see it sticking out from the. Or I'm sorry. If here's the floor, the harpoon is there, and you can see the 2 hooks kind of coming out of it.
Okay. So let me explain exactly what I'm trying
Yeah,
to do. I'm
of
trying
course.
to weaken the wood that the harpoon's stuck in, like splinter it, sort of like
So it just pulls
tear it
away.
apart.
Yeah. Okay. It is going to cost a wheel chip because that's going to be pretty heavy. So we're going to use a wheel chip in your action. You're going to come in and just pull the wood so that it loosens its grip and it doesn't have a grip on the whole thing. And all of you guys upstairs see this as this harpoon just flies out of the ship, kind of goes into the water and starts getting cranked back into itself.
Okay, so that ship now.
I'm running down also.
We're
Whenever I see that first rope.
at 75 feet.
Can
Yes,
I
you
use
can.
another chip for another harpoon?
Mhm.
Okay.
So this one's going to be a little bit more tightly in. I do want to make you roll for it.
Okay.
So we're going to get, this one's going to be, since it's your element, since it's your element, I want it to be you're proficient with it, and then I want your top mental ability score. So you're going to be rolling with proficiency and your ability, your top ability score. If that's your top highest modifier, you're using that. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 plus your, and then that's
Wisdom
what's
isn't
going
your
to
highest one?
Huh?
Your wisdom isn't your highest one?
No, it's not.
So
So this roll plus the 2,
and your proficiency bonus.
Which is another
21.
21 total?
22.
22 total? Cool. But you just finished one action, so we're going to hold on that. That'll be your next action. What are you guys doing?
I'm just trying to. Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, that's right. Dex save? Doesn't make it. So it hits, and you see it kind of like land and start to burn. You even see some of the like, because you know how a rope is just millions of tiny other ropes kind of put together. So you see them pull out away from each other. What's the damage, by the way?
The robust.
6 points.
Fervent.
Okay. So you did 6 points of damage to the rope.
I'll
give me a second.
Flame.
Oh, I forgot I did remind myself.
Did you have something you wanted to do?
Yes, so the ship's still about 100.
It's 75 now.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot firebolt at the actual ship.
At the actual
At
ship.
the actual pirate ship.
Okay. Let me get an attack roll.
Okay.
And there, yeah.
Sorry.
I had ran down to the cabin as soon as I saw the first rope, like, split. So down in our cabin, like with the bunks, do I see a hook in the wall?
No, not in your cabins.
Okay, so which?
In the captain's quarters, is that
Oh
what
no,
you're trying to
you're right. I apologize.
No, because he says
Right,
there's
what you're
three
doing
and one
is
is lower, right?
Right. So what you're doing is you're going into a storage room, and you can see
Oh,
where
okay.
that hook is come from. And I apologize.
Okay.
So you guys can go across to the captains, down into the bunks,
Mhm.
and then behind you is into a storage room.
Gotcha.
So in
okay,
the storage room, yeah.
All the way into the storage room. And then I'm gonna act with a warhammer. It's gonna be an actual hammer, and I'm gonna swing.
Just swing
at
into it. Okay.
And
All right.
try and bust it out.
Cool. Let's get an attack roll. What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. Did you roll damage?
No, no, no.
The damage is 2. You get a D10 for fireball.
Yeah.
Firebolt.
That's a
You just
12.
said attack.
Oh,
So.
why did I?
So it
Yeah, so you get 2 D10s.
It's a critical
Okay,
crit.
okay,
Oh,
so that's 22.
okay. I'll just roll this one first.
So,
So 10.
10 points of damage to the ship itself.
What was that?
how many of those things are left?
He got one.
There's 3 left.
Okay, I'm gonna touch myself again and cast something on myself, and I'm gonna run up and tell me how far I can get.
How far you can move up?
I want to try to get up to the edge, and then I'm gonna start walking down the side of the ship.
Okay.
With spider climb. You cast
6.
So I'll stop there.
Yeah, you'll have to stop there.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
22. And as you swing into it, you feel it kind of shift in. Definitely a good hit, but it's not going to take one hit to take this down the way that you're doing it.
Is that with dashing?
No, because your action was casting spell.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so you swing in and just you hit it. Nice hit, solid hit, but definitely will take some more. And you are at fortunately not the same one she's doing. You're going to use your other chip. You rolled and it was it was 20 something, right?
22.
Yeah, 22. So after that one, you kind of move it. This one's a little bit better placed. You just take a moment, kind of like almost calculating, like, okay, here, these need to be moved. This. And you just kind of move your hands, and the whole thing opens up, and all of you guys up top see another one just fling away and start going in and get them reeled back. Jeremy, you're just hanging tight.
So I'm gonna. I mean, technically, I should be up there at this point. I don't
Yeah, you're
know
up there.
what
I
else-
apologize.
Like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what I can really do at this point though, because I don't.
Okay.
I'm not situationally prepared for this.
No, that's fine. So you're just hanging tight. Okay, so we got back to the top of the room with him. What else do you guys want to do?
Half the harpoons are gone. Is it having any noticeable effect?
You guys are still slowing down, but you're not slowing down as quickly, even though you are 70 feet now.
So who's the? So 2 of them are gone, and my flame didn't do like much. Right?
Your flame went, I imagine, to the one closest to you.
Yeah.
So the two in the middle actually went.
Yeah.
And then the one that you hit was this guy.
Yeah.
And you're hammering at this one. So no one's touched that one, and it still has the from when you hit it.
So you said I could use 2 chips to get 1 out.
If you'd like to do that.
Yeah. What I was gonna
yeah.
do is I'll shape the metal from the harpoon to kind of like. Yeah,
Kind of
exactly.
because the harpoon does have the mechanism to open back
Right.
up. So you're just forcing it closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of the I think because you know what, I'll make it 1 chip and an action because I kind of gave it to him for 1 chip and an action to move tons of wood. So we'll say it's just 1 chip. So 1 chip and you kind of but you're at a. So you're looking at no, you got the top one. Okay, cool. So you kind of see it. You see how it's formed. You start to pull it. Let me get a roll for it. I think that's probably the right way we want to do this. And again, it'll be since it's your element, I want you to use your top mental ability score plus your proficiency.
15.
15? Okay. You struggle as you bring it off to the side. You start to close it, and mentally you can feel where all the metal hooks have been formed, and you can almost like feel and visualize the wood that it's getting stuck on. And it's taken definitely more effort than you thought. And there's just this moment of, and you just force it, and it snaps the wood, and closes shut, and pulls out, and goes gone. So now there's 1 harpoon left. Take the wheel chip.
Am I able to make my way down to the last one?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Right, okay.
just run, and you see
Y'all are doing magic voodoo, and I'm just
Cypher
hammering.
run up the side of the ship and then start running down the side of it with the sword in hand, and he's gonna take a swing. Gonna take a swing at the rope.
Okay. So you're taking a swing with the sword. Okay. Let me get an attack roll.
That's gonna be over 22, 23.
23 is definitely gonna hit.
And I'll just I'm gonna use branding smite on it too, just for an extra oomph. So
An extra
there's-
oomph?
So there's 4d6 total.
Not bad.
That's gonna be 11, 14, 16 plus.
Plus you see 6 for your.
Oh, that was the.
That's all.
And then I just had to add my. I don't remember what was. Oh. So 20 total.
20 total points of damage.
As I swing the sword.
Okay, so you swing down, and right as you go to swing down, you notice the rope get limp. It gets limp, but then you swing through it and cut it clean off regardless. As it gets limp, you look up and
What?
you look up.
Yeah, it's looking up some verticals.
Yeah.
So, or horizontal.
So you're like,
You're looking down.
You look up, and all of you guys see it go limp. The rest of you don't see the rope get cut. What you see is the rope the tether get removed. As the final rope actually gets limp and hangs away, and you guys start to push away from it. Algren screams out, go, 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 and the sails start to take. You guys start to take flight, and the ship starts to get further away from you. An eerie confusion as to why it was released. You even also wondering the same thing despite just cutting it. And you guys have a moment.
A moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
come back up from the captain's quarters.
Yeah, I'll walk back up. And
Oh yeah, I was gonna lean over and reach out my arm to grab Cypher, I guess.
I'll grab it and I'll
Cool.
walk up.
So pull up.
And then the sword is gone. At this
Okay.
point too. Sword's gone.
Once we're out of danger, then we have some talking to do.
Discussions.
Yeah.
So you go to see Jason, and he's kind of sitting there. He's like, "Hey, Mash.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We're fine.
We're fine?
Yeah, everyone's fine, right?
Everyone's fine.
Yeah,
You're okay.
totally fine.
I'm heading back out, staying here. Don't go near the walls, okay? Try to
Okay.
stay in the center area.
And he kind of gets up and goes and sits by the mast in the lower level. He's like, "I'll be here."
Cool. And then I'm gonna leave it shut the door and walk back out.
Cool.
I am gonna just look at you and go, where did that come from? I'm gonna ask that question right now. I ain't got time for that.
I didn't see any of that.
There, yeah. There's need. get that rope off of here, otherwise.
And you are completely distracted after some time. As as the water starts to shift around you, you guys all feel the boat kind of like teeter-totter back and forth.
I'm gonna look at the captain. What the hell's happening?
And Algren looks off to the side. You're about to begin, and then you just see it rise from the sea. These large tentacles start to come out, and then like land onto the boat. I need everyone to go ahead and make another dexterity or strength saving throw. You're fine.
I was gonna say, I have a
You're still
question.
stuck.
Yeah, I'm still stuck.
You're still stuck.
So I'm just like,
You're fine.
I'm just like shaking. Just waiting in the air.
We got ourselves a 13.
Look at her fucking background.
You called it, didn't you? You've set it to that just for this occasion.
I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yep.
Oh, what? Mine's also 8.
All right.
We're 8 buddies.
8,
13.
13,
15.
15. Okay, and all you guys are on the helm, right?
Yeah.
I had just come out the
That's
door.
right. You just came out.
Zach right down
And you
there.
were.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you guys both came.
whatever
Okay.
you decide. I'm
Yeah,
on,
no,
I'm on my way up there.
Cool. So you guys are there. The rest of you are on the helm. Okay.
That may have just saved our lives.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. And then what did the rest of you guys get?
I think it's just
8s. No, nothing. What did you get?
15.
15. What'd you get, Jeremy?
13.
13.
18.
Artemis? Okay. Good. You guys fall prone, but slide back and are gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit the side panels.
Slow fall?
No, not for slow fall. Sorry.
No, like I literally have slow fall.
Yeah, but you're sliding.
Slide.
Do you have slow slide?
Different ability, slow slide.
You get at a later level.
Okay, give me just a moment. So the first one lands and shakes it, but all of you guys see 3 more come wrapping around and starting to literally, it's exploring the ship as these tentacles start to move around. And I had no idea how this was going to work, but it's going to happen this way. I need 2 hands. I need 2 hands.
And did it seem like
Use 3 hands if you need it. You don't care.
like the other ship? I guess, do we see it in the distance, the ship? The
Oh
other
yeah,
ship?
it's behind you guys. It's on the shadow. Everyone's coming up for you guys.
If I wanted to see the ship.
Okay, so you guys have 3 tentacles that have popped up around you guys. Let's roll initiative,
Finally, here it is.
right?
I think we're doing pretty good with that. I don't think I have any actual
I got
bonuses.
6, fine.
Okay.
What is up with this monk and his rolls?
Alright, so I got 6, 15,
16.
16,
9.
2,
12.
patient.
Patience.
Just
Now it's fine.
observing the battlefield.
Right, yeah.
Strategic.
So what you're saying is I need higher than a 16. So it looks like Tentacle's gonna go first. Since they're
All the tentacles or only one of the tentacles?
all the tentacles, because they're all part of the same.
I've seen this video before.
No, that's not. I make a card that says tentacles.
It has to go in order
I know,
for
right?
the initiative.
Is that what you're doing?
The music. Stick it up.
It's coming from the other pirate ship.
Dun,
dun, dun.
Tentacles.
That's not
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, I did that backwards. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Smash. There we go. Yeah, 16, 15, then Artemis, yeah. And
First is on one end.
This one.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna make you guys adjust from my perspective.
I'm fine with my last.
Okay.
But he's a monk.
He's a monk. He shouldn't go last.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
Right? Okay. So, okay. One thing I need to do.
The tentacles release. And they say, this isn't what I want.
Somebody casts command. Release.
Does the other guy have a squid-like face?
That's
On
what
that
I was
shit.
Is he playing an organ with his...
With his tentacle beard.
Is it
Sorry,
Bill
turning-
Nye?
Yeah.
Does he
is that-
resemble Bill Nye?
Okay.
Release the crusher.
So, tentacles are gonna go first.
Listen.
Let me make sure I'm.
Well, kind of
Perception.
We're going to be fighting
Okay.
CR.
So, this tentacle is going to search around.
Oh.
And basically,
It got knocked back. We're like,
He's just doing like an investigation check.
Exactly
For
like
his turn? That's
what
nice.
sharks do. It's just like, oh, just a little tentacle left
he's gonna
here.
grab this
Oh.
crew member.
Was it Padfoot?
It's
I
gonna
think that was
take.
Danny.
It's
Oh, wait, no,
not
that's
Padfoot. It's not Danny. Actually, it's someone none of you guys met yet. None of you guys.
Oh, well, then
Who
it's
gives a
Dan.
shit about that?
Red shirt guy.
Red shirt.
Red shirt, no!
And the damage is gonna be.
This will
Uh,
tell her.
Okay, so he's gonna take some damage, and then that guy needs to make a check. Okay, so this guy gets grappled. He is not just grappled, but he's actually incapacitated. Well, no, not incapacitated. He's sort of between the two. He's grappled, and he's gonna move with the tentacle. Is basically it. So he took some damage. You guys kind of see him like crunch up as he gets wrapped around, and then begins to move. The second tentacle also feels around, and it starts coiling up towards this, but it doesn't get to the top of the mast. But you see it starting to go up to the mast where you can see someone in the crowd. That's Danny.
That's Danny, I thought it was
Jeremy.
me. That was me.
That was Jeremy
Jeremy?
originally. Well, it's been an hour. It should have changed.
They might have changed shifts.
Oh, unless... Oh, no, like just...
No,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Why did I put? Because Jeremy, I was gonna make.
Jeremy, just me being dumb.
It's fine. So that's Padfoot now? Did you say?
No, I apologize. Oh no, Danny's over here. You're right. This is Jeremy. I'm so sorry.
What up,
Jeremy. No, no, when you were like Jeremy, I was
You in
like,
trouble.
what do you mean you?
That's me!
I'm
I'm like, oh, I'm in danger!
It's danger.
So it starts moving up towards the crow's nest where you see Jeremy like, Captain!
This is a video I've seen before, I don't like where it is, I need to go.
Okay, and then the last one's gonna go, oh gosh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's see who he's gonna find.
are we still prone or down?
Yeah, you guys are. You gotta wait till it's your turn to get up. Sorry.
It just does a sweeping
Cool.
attack across all of us and we all fall.
So as it goes, it finds Cypher. It finds Cypher. It's gonna make an attack, which is gonna be
But you're stuck to the ground still.
does 13 hit?
Nope.
Ooh. So it starts to kind of move around, and you literally just step onto it, knowing that it doesn't matter how slimy this thing is.
Yep.
You just kind of walk over it as it continues to explore. So it's gonna miss, and now it is your guys' turn, starting with Kel'Saru.
I don't like this thing on here. I'm gonna take my phone and take a smack at it, try and
Okay.
hit it
So
up.
you just.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slap at it. We're gonna roll. That's gonna hit. It's gonna be like 26.
26 definitely hits.
Yeah,
What's the damage?
That's gonna hit. Oh, I would. At that point, I would be in shock and awe. I'd be very not happy. That's going to be a. What would that be there? Hello, 6.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Got it. That's your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
Bonus action that I want to
I
use.
don't think you have any.
There's nothing that I can really do anything with there. So now.
Okay, cool. So that's the end of your turn. Mesh, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna stand up.
Artemis, you're next.
I'm gonna stand up, which is half my movement.
Mhm.
And then can I reach the tentacle up there?
Reach the tentacle up here?
Mm-hmm.
No, because it's still going to be about 10 feet. About 10 feet above. Well, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Did it react to his attack, like the tentacle?
Yeah, when he swung down, it definitely like kind of squirmed and started like violently moving around.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
We're impervious to piercing flail damage.
Okay. And the squares are 5.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot scale.
So
Do we not have the AC on? Of course we don't. We don't live here anymore.
Crack open the window.
It's a good idea. It's time to crack open.
I thought your reflection was someone else out there. I was like,
That's tricky.
alright, so 5, 10, 15. I've got 35 movement total. Standing up, can I move 20 feet?
Standing up.
That would be 15 feet to stand up.
Half your movement is not going to take in the additional, so it'll be 15. So you've got, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you can do that.
Okay,
Yes.
so I am going to move up to there and then cast Inflict Wounds. So I'm going to reach out. I'm going to like drop a warhammer, reach out, inflict wounds, which is
So, this was a discussion I had. Since it's on your shield, you have it. So you can use your free action to stow your warhammer, and then cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So this way it's not dropped.
Gotcha.
There's a ship that's steamed product.
That makes sense. Okay. So inflict wounds, which is going to be a 19.
Definitely hits.
All right. Then 3d10 worth of damage.
Here, I'll let you borrow
3d10.
3d10 of necrotic damage.
There's 2.
Thank you.
No problem.
So 10, 7, 9. That puts me at 26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
Jeebus.
and now he
Okay,
has
so you.
non-tentacles.
No problem.
Okay, so you go. This thing's starting to. So this tentacle is like on the ship, starting to crawl and coil up here. You kind of run up and just. You run up, stowing your warhammer, and everyone can see this just black veins that just immediately like spread across this thing and start going outward from it, as because of how much damage you did. The area of effect is just huge, and it just immediately releases from the ship and just kind of starts to pull away and go back under.
It's gone.
It bleeds!
Okay.
Nothing else on mine.
And then comes another tentacle.
From the other
Right?
side.
You know it's gonna
About
happen
8.
too.
Yeah.
We got about 6 or so legs. I think it's 6. You got a picture on your phone.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I said I thought
That thing had Russian.
Well, I thought you had.
We're not gonna go by that.
Okay. Next it's Artemis.
Well, there's
Is that the reason why you sent it to me?
No.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
usually the octopus is only got 6 usually.
Sorry.
I was like, did I miss something?
No, you didn't. I was
Usually
Alright, Artemis, it's your turn.
but-
Do it.
like on.
I'm just gonna like, because I mean the tentacle is literally
Well,
right
it
there
depends.
in front of me.
Kraken
I'm
the
just gonna
squids,
kind of.
which usually got
right.
6. So
Yeah.
Where am I?
I
Okay,
guess
I'm
our
right there.
would have 8.
I'm just literally just turn around and just like, oh, firebolt.
Right next to you?
Yeah.
Okay, now roll an attack roll. You have disadvantage because it's melee range. Is what you. Yeah. So you're doing a ranged attack spell. So you have disadvantage because of how close it is.
And can I get rid
What?
of the before?
That's the aim at a different spot on the tentacle.
It's right there.
You have a
You
different
have
spot.
disadvantage if you're within 5 feet of a hostile creature. Doesn't matter where she's aiming.
Okay.
Yeah.
7.
So as you do that, this thing that's squirming from the flail that laid down just kind of knocks you off to the side, and you kind of like shoot off a flare into the sky.
Pretty.
Signaling for more pirates.
So that's your action. I don't think you're gonna do anything with your bonus action.
I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. So that is your turn unless you want to move.
I don't think I can move with the tentacle right there in front of me.
Does the tentacle can attack up?
Who knows?
I.
How does the tentacle?
Yeah, no.
It's hostile.
Okay. So you're gonna stay there.
Yeah.
All right.
Does the tentacle have eyes?
Cypher, it's your turn.
My turn? Yeah. My action, there is now a great sword in my hand, and I'm poised to strike at it. But I'm looking back over my shoulder, kind of for like a perception check on a pirate ship, or like look at it and see if it's closer.
Yeah. No, it's distancing itself.
It's
absolutely distancing itself.
Okay, then I'm gonna just stay my ground. Actually,
Okay.
where am I? I'm right there. Can I?
Yeah, this is you.
Can
So
I-
it had just swiped at you, and you kind of like hopped around it, and we'll say you hopped over here just as
Oh,
far.
okay. Then yeah, I'll just stay right there.
Okay, cool. So you kind of hopped around it, and as you land, all of you guys just see this sword just appear out of thin air into his hands, as it just kind of hangs down a little bit.
Oh, it's actually a great axe.
A great axe, sorry. So just this great axe that forms and then lands on, like, kind of the chips into the wood right next to him. And he's just taking some deep breaths, looking out behind.
So
It's one of those Dwayne Johnson like cocks, you
No.
know?
Oh,
Sure.
it's a change.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Huh?
No,
No, I was asking him.
It's a great sword.
Yeah. No, but I'm.
No, but
No, if he's changing his thing. Maybe
All right.
it was before. I don't know.
Okay, so that's you. Now it's Silas's turn. Oh,
Okay, so have my movement speed get up.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I gotta stand up. I can't not see what you guys are doing. This is exciting.
1, 2, 3. What?
There's stairs on the other side too. You're running away from the closer stairs.
Yeah, I don't want to go up those stairs.
Okay.
5.
Don't medicate.
Not those.
I'll use my.
Stay here quietly.
So, okay, yeah, I'll just use my action to dash here, right up here. And then I'll go ahead and use patient defense and take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Cool. That'll be one of your key points.
Yep.
You're down to 3.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And I'll go, what the fuck is that?
Alistar.
The tentacle?
No.
So which?
You're
Am I
axe.
this little pog, the pink one?
No, you're.
I don't think I have a.
Checking out my
Oh my
axe.
god, you haven't given me a piece the whole time.
Oh my god.
We're gonna make you a big no one. Unless you prefer a different color.
That's fine.
Oh no, wait, why don't we give you an actual.
They're over here.
You got these pieces.
We'll give you this
That don't hold it.
one with the shield.
That's fine.
And where should we put you?
I probably would have been over along with these guys.
Put the
Next to
monkey-
Artemis.
Okay,
Kind of like where Root.
Well, you
Yeah.
were focusing on this guy, weren't you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I probably would want to have you on this side somewhere.
Right.
Is there like anywhere on this side of
I'll be
Captain
on.
Algren?
I'll be on my right of Kel. So
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Here we go. Boom. Cool.
So I see the guy over here, and I want to run over there and save him, and that makes me mad that I'm saving him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just run for him. So I'm gonna try and. I guess I'm gonna go down that way and go through the tentacles.
All right. So we're gonna give you difficult terrain getting over the tentacles.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you on this side.
Dash.
Dash. Okay. So you start running. So that thing kind of like gets like screeches out, moves away. You start to turn over to the side, and you see him already like dashing, sprinting across from you. That guy is gonna try to escape the grapple. Okay, cool. So you see the guy just kind of like wiggles and squirms through, and manages to kind of slip out, landing prone next to the tentacles. Now it's the tentacles' turn. You guys, I need everyone to make another dex save. And we're gonna do
Extra strength?
yes, dex or strength. Sorry.
Natural 20.
15.
We're doing good this time.
Hang on. 15?
14.
Do I still?
Oh no, spider. Yeah. That one. 14. Okay. All of you guys are good except for one, and I need to find out about these guys. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Yo, green is Kyle. Is his name? Is like disadvantage, and he got 16.
Jeez!
Kyle.
He's the real hero of the story.
I
Roll
was
better.
ever really dying.
Pink's gonna go. Pink is going to slip and actually slip.
Oh my
through
god,
these.
pink.
And then Danny. Pink. Fuck. God damn it. All right. What's his name? What's his name? Joseph.
Oh,
Joseph.
Oh, just
And then Danny, who is black, is gonna make it. He's gonna be fine. But those of you guys, who's gonna hear this? It's gonna be you guys, which is Lachlan. Oh, Lachlan needs to do. Lachlan's gonna come in, take a jab. But we'll get to that in a moment. Well, actually, yeah, Lachlan's gonna take a jab. This guy, you guys all hear him go, just scream out like ah, and he slips straight through the cracks and goes overboard. So he is fallen overboard. Makes it fine. All right, cool. And then Lachlan, I skipped her turn because I forgot to put her down.
And the captain?
Algren is trying to hold on to the ship to keep us steady here.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So we need Lachlan, who is actually supposed to go before the rest of the crew. Oh, I got too excited and take the appropriate time to set up the initiative for everyone. That's okay, because crew's in capacity. Okay, top of the round. All of you guys made the dex save and felt the. Oh yeah, Sage, you dropped as well, didn't you? So you immediately slipped, and then let's figure out which direction you slid. Actually, there's 6 directions you can go, so D4 doesn't work.
I use my reaction to reach out and grab him so he doesn't slide.
I'm way far away from you guys.
No, you're right next
She's
to
actually
Oh.
right next to you.
The bass is perfectly
Yeah.
situated where I can't see it.
Yeah, you could not see that.
Yeah.
I
Reach out and
cannot
grab him.
fucking believe that. You do go this way. And you want to use your reaction to reach out and grab him.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't slide.
Kind of like an opportunity attack, except it's only when they move out.
Right next to me, I see him fall.
But he got a nat 1. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Okay.
run now.
Fair enough.
He's
No.
also overboard. So you have shit with full armor, didn't you? Yep. You've also gone overboard.
Okay. Can I get a reaction to try and reach for the rope, the steel rope?
We're
Going right through it, basically.
Yeah, let's see.
So might get tangled up in it regardless.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get a rope grabbing reaction to the dexterity save is what I want.
14.
14? Okay. Okay, you're gonna grab it. You're gonna grab it, but it's gonna hurt your hands. But you gotta drop something.
My mace.
The mace goes. Okay, the mace goes. So you drop the mace, it flies out with you. You kind of grab the rope, and it's this tangled mess. You're kind of finagling it with your offhand because it's still messing with the shield. As you drop down, you hit the water just And there's that moment where you're like, I'm gonna fucking die, because you know you're wearing the heavy armor, you know you're gonna sink. You see the maze kind of sink, splash in behind you, and the rope's kind of there as it's kind of starting to unravel, and you can kind of start to see like a little bit of a structure to it, but it is still tangled up. And you just kind of grab onto it and start trying to mosey your way. But we'll get to you in a moment. So we got 2 overboard. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Okay. So that's the 2 overboard, and another tentacle emerges from the other side. This time reaching up towards where, well, it got the most damage. Came over here. So it's trying to find where it got hurt last. So we're gonna get this one. That's this one, which is reaching for its lost prey. It's gonna go for him. He has advantage because it's prone. He's gonna grab him. That guy got grabbed again.
Maybe if it eats 1 or 2 of them, it'll go away.
He's just hungry.
Okay.
Just feed it.
So that guy gets crunched again. You guys see him kind of get picked up, and he's like, ah! Ah! And he gets picked up, and he's gonna get grappled if he doesn't make, which he doesn't make. So he's grappled, and then the next one's gonna go. It's looking for you, and it finds you. So it's gonna make an attack. It's definitely gonna hit. I rolled a 19. So that's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you got to make a either an acrobatics or an athletics check to avoid getting grappled.
Athletics.
Okay.
So that was a 3, so 9 total.
Okay, so you got grappled. You're in it now. So you get into the tentacles as it kind of wraps around you, and you're grappled into it. You can still do actions and stuff like that, but if it moves, you're moving with it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's its turn. Then the last one's gonna go. Who's the last person to hit it? Lachlan. So, well, it's kind of just going for anybody. So we're gonna do another dice roll. Good thing you took the dodge action.
Oh my god.
All right, disadvantage. Fuck. All right, cool. So he got 12 to hit, which did not.
No,
hit.
15.
15
Unarmored defense, baby.
Unarmored defense. Nice. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So we've got, so it misses. That's the end of its turn. So let's go to Kel'Saru. What do you want to do?
Still don't like the thing in front of me. I saw my buddy go off the thing, and now I'm really like, no! I wanted to make me smarter later in life. I'm gonna go ahead and smack the thing that's still sitting in front of me because I gotta get it off the ship somehow. So that's gonna hit. We're gonna go ahead and roll us a 23.
Rolling great.
Yeah, today it's actually going really decent. 23.
So flail comes down again.
And then we'll do 10.
And then we'll do 10.
And then we'll do 10.
Okay.
It's 26 though, so it's not
Okay. I'm sorry. Give me the damage again.
10.
Okay. So you stab into it again. It's just kind of like this. And you just see it kind of like wince again, and now it starts retreating backwards, starting to move for you. When it comes to its turn, yes, you guys will be getting some opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
So that was your turn, Mesh.
I am going to again cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna, it's wrapped up in me. I'm gonna
Inflict wounds. Just okay. And you're choosing not to break the grapple.
Wait, I can break a grapple?
Yes, but it takes your action.
Okay, so what kind of roll is a grapple? Like, is it just a regular?
You make another athletics or
Right.
acrobatics.
Gotcha. Can I do that instead? Well,
Yeah.
no, I finished rolling.
Unfortunately, though, we'll
That's
we have to count the roll.
Yeah, so it's an 8.
So it's an 8. So you don't break the grapple, which But you also don't waste a spell slot, it looks like.
Correct. Yeah.
Because you didn't have to roll it. Do you roll an attack for inflict wounds?
For inflict wounds, I do. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So you don't break the grapple, but you don't burn the spell slot either. Okay, so that's your action, bonus action. I don't think you.
Yeah, no, I don't really
okay.
have anything.
Artemis.
I'm taking my scimitar. I'm gonna attack the tentacle.
Okay.
I attack the tentacle.
This is 11.
11 does not hit. Nope. Alright, so you kind of go to jab at it again, but it starts to kind of like, as it starts to squirm and kind of back up, it throws you off and you're just not able to get the purchase that you're looking for. Cypher.
I'm gonna run over to the closest rope and throw it over to the guy that fell.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, that's been my action doing. So I'll run over, grab it, and then do I see him down there still?
How do you just drop it?
It doesn't cost any bonus action or action to dismiss.
It does cost an action to dismiss it.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'll
No, you're fine.
But yeah.
You get rid of it, you grab the thing. I know it doesn't cost an action at the very least, and this will be your action, so it's fine. So you go, you grab the rope, and just you're gonna throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and get the let's go ahead and just get an attack roll. Okay. Standard attack roll.
Would it be plus my dexterity?
Yes, this one will be dexterity.
Do I have my proficiency?
No.
Okay.
You're proficient with steel.
17 total.
17. Okay, so it lands. You get it right where you're wanting it to, just a little bit past him. But as the rope kind of lands into the water, you see him just kind of like grab it and clench to it.
And then I will run back close to the tentacle, and I'll pull out a dagger. I'll just have the dagger out.
So you pull out the dagger.
So
Okay.
this has a million weapons you've never seen before.
You've seen the dagger.
So the dagger you guys see.
Okay, so that's your turn, Silas.
Okay, so I see all of this happening over here. See her grappled up.
Am I still submerged underwater?
Right now you are. You're going to start pulling up in the next turn.
Two,
I know, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's just my regular movement. Yeah. Try to sort of try to use my quarterstaff to kind of like try to wedge her out.
Okay, so you're doing the help action.
Yes.
So she has advantage on her next grapple.
Okay.
Grapple removal. Okay. Cool. So
Then I'll go ahead and use another key point.
patient defense?
Yes.
Cool. Patient defense. You got Alistar.
Yeah.
So you just want to start pulling
Yep.
yourself up? Okay, so you're going to kind of quickly, as you start doing this, we're going to take your bonus action to kind of shimmy the shield up your arm so that you have the hand available to start kind of pulling yourself up. We'll do climbing speed. You're about 15 feet down, but you were also about 5 feet under from splashing in and kind of taking the time for the rope. So you're about, so that you guys see this rope topped on the other side, but you don't see him, and you're kind of like, you know, mountain climbing up the side of it right now. Okay, that'll.
So if it's, can I use my full action to get all the way up then? So it'd be like a dash type of thing?
Yep, let's go ahead and do it. So you hustle up and you just kind of come over. The rope's kind of dangling behind you. Mace is gone, unfortunately. And we're
First session lost my weapon.
We'll say that you are up standing. Okay. That's your turn, and now it is Lachlan's turn. She's gonna do an attack. She's gonna hit. Nice. She's just got a short sword. She's gonna do the back one. Oh my god. Okay. She stabs into it, and this thing is still squirming, but it is moving its way back. Now that it's the crew's turn, he's gonna try to escape the grapple. Let's see if he does it. No, he doesn't. This guy's backing up and actually bracing himself, kind of taking the dodge action to make sure that if the tentacle goes for him, he can miss, or if he gets knocked overboard, he's got better chances of making his saves. Coming up to the tentacles. This tentacle, which has now had him for a second turn, throws him. The tentacle that has gripped him the previous turn now. Oh my god, why'd you go away? Music. Okay, so you guys all see this tentacle now rear up and just kind of like sling this body up into the air as it lands out of the water and immediately just starts flowing backwards. You guys all hear him just scream out, "Ah!" and dip into the water and kind of disappear for a moment. That's its turn, and it's gonna wrap up its turn by trying to find other prey in this area. Second one's gonna go. You're grappled. It grappled you last turn. You failed to get out. It's gonna throw you up into the air as well.
Maybe don't throw me up into the crow's nest.
Yeah. So it throws you up and you go flying out, but this angle drops you back here into the water. So you plunge into the water.
I wasn't able to like grab her or anything like that. I mean, I used the help action.
No, unfortunately. The help was to help her when she's trying to get out as it moves out. So it throws, and you actually, it's going to be a weird angle. I apologize. You're going to fly into the water over here and actually kind of bang into the side of it. You're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit it. Fortunately, it slows the damage you take, also slows you down from the straight plunge with your metal arm down into the water. What's that?
Since I've fallen right next to that fin, can I grab the fin that's probably underwater also?
When it comes back to you, you can definitely make that attempt. So throws you up, and you go landing in. Okay, and that's and the last one now is coming for what's his face? The guy who keeps flailing at him. 1, 2, 3 opportunity attacks. Artemis and Cypher.
Dagger. Nope, natural 1.
And
Wow.
2. Jesus Christ.
That's a 7.
The dice rolls. I'm so sorry, guys.
He's not sorry at all.
Lachlan's gonna get a dice roll though. She takes it though. And honestly, all right, Lachlan. So as you guys kind of swing, and then Lachlan just digs into it. You see it squirm even more, and then begin to retreat. Actually, you're gonna get an opportunity as well.
Woo! I do?
Yeah.
Yeet. That's not good. I rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay. So that one retreated back. Kel'Saru.
I saw our buddy over here go overboard. How long is this rope, and can I throw it over the fin?
Well, I was
at her there.
I was gonna say my rope should still be down, right? I climbed up.
Yeah, but she's not right next to it.
Yeah, and unfortunately the rope has a steel ball, so
Yeah.
it's not very buoyant. So it's not like
It's all drifting.
right. It's not
kinda
drifting
like-
enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if she could swim forward, which she can't, not in this water, she could grab it, but unfortunately she's too far behind.
But I can walk it over.
Yeah, you could try. Well, what are we doing?
Is that rope going to be something I can just...
Don't know. You can go. It's a coiled up rope. You wanna grab it?
I'm going to try and throw it
Okay,
towards,
cool.
because I saw her land.
So you got a shield and a flail. You gotta stow one of them.
Stow the flail.
Okay.
And
then, so
yeah, the
your
flail's
actions,
going to
you
be
got
the
go.
good one. That's
Yep.
my good arm to throw.
All right.
Come on.
my good hand.
That's not very good. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So you start to throw it, and you throw it, but your hand kind of gets tangled up into it, so it only goes about 15 feet. And you see it just kind of slap against the side of it, and you just immediately start pulling it back into you. That's your turn. Mesh.
I'm gonna see if I can grab that fin as I'm going down.
Okay, so you're starting to kind of grab at this fin, which it is seasoned, but let me get a strength check.
We are all gonna die.
I've got butterfingers right now, and I just kind of just rub that to make
Yeah, and
It's
I mean,
the eyebrow wax. It's all over
It's only ever being in the water. It definitely has that slime to it that just you just grab and grab and grab, and as you just keep grabbing, you just kind of come over here. You start to sink underwater. As you're sinking under the water, as you just kind of go over here, you can see her through the water, just going under. You take a deep breath.
You are a rock in metal armor sinking to the bottom.
You are
God.
the Darman in metal armor.
Your one weakness is deep water.
I should have stayed in the cabin.
Ash, Artemis. You saw your puppy dog get
I
thrown
know!
in the
But,
water.
like, I don't know what I can do for her. Because, like, I would be no good to everybody else if I just, like, dived in after her.
You also know she's wearing heavy armor.
Yeah.
So that would definitely not be the
Yeah.
best course of
Like,
action.
she'd
Erica,
take me down with her.
Artemis,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm
Get
moving.
me fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so
Okay.
actually, because that would be ranged.
Yeah, you can.
So yeah, I'm actually just gonna turn around and try a firebolt again, since it's more ranged now. And
Okay.
less melee. Okay, that's a lot better.
Definitely gonna hit.
So it's 20 altogether, and it is 2d. Yes. I second guess myself.
Oh,
Wow,
that's it.
really?
Oh, wait, total.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that
So
was legit
that's
zero.
zero.
I was like,
You've done 0 points.
0 points of
You
damage.
rolled a 0. No. God damn.
You did 11, right?
10.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
does
add your modifier
fireball
to it, so.
Uh,
So 11. Okay, cool. All right, so you just you kind of look over, you see Mesh kind of drop, and have this like, and you cast Firebolt at the tentacle. You hit, you do the damage. We're at Cypher.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How far over can I make it towards where I saw Artemis go over?
A Mesh go overboard.
Oh, mesh, yeah.
You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go right here, right in front of this other coil.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna toss the thing.
The steel rope.
The steel rope. We'll pick it up
Okay.
and toss it
In
that direction where I saw her go.
Okay.
So I can't. I can't see her from here, so I'm just gonna go blind.
Disadvantage.
That's fine. I'll roll it. No, that one rolled a 1. That. Natural 20.
Always roll high.
Natural.
So you just, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! So you take this thing, you take it, you go into your memory, you imagine like, you are picturing it, you don't see any of it, you just assume, you're like, she's gonna grab it, slow her down, and you just launch it straight up into the air. This thing goes flying up in the air and arcs back down. You're sitting there like, and this is how I die. And then this spear just comes straight in your hand. You still have the shield on.
Just like I have it around my head.
And then, your warhammer was fastened, so you have a free hand.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna lose your weapon too. Oh my god! So yeah, you just kind of like grab it. You take the time and you've got it. You got a hold of it. You're just
It
so
would have been natural and
Oh my god!
That's your
Okay.
new dice set. Use it wisely.
I was seriously sitting here thinking about my heart breaking whenever my character already died after I put all this work into it.
Silas, is your turn.
Oh fuck, okay.
What do I
We're going to
still
Right.
stunned by the 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to prepare from that yet. I'm just going to. Fuck, I'm right there now. I'm gonna take the disengage action. And I'm gonna move back 1, 2, 3, 4. At 5. I'm gonna be in this spot right here. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
All right. That's your turn. It's coming over to Alistar.
So I just look over and and I saw this guy's over here. I'm gonna Sacred Flame
Sacred Flame it? Okay. It's got to make a dex save, right?
Yes.
Your DC is not 10, right?
No.
Cool. So it took the damage.
8.
Okay. So you kind of sting it, and it kind of like you see it kind of like wiggle back, and then you like almost as if it had its own personality and kind of look at you. That's what you feel is the sense of it like looking at you.
So I'm going to, I'm gonna make my way up to where Silas was.
Okay.
There where he is, yeah, because I'm like
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be like up there. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get over to the edge.
me behind you.
No, I want to.
Alistair, that's your turn. So it's
Checking a mesh to make sure. Oh.
Lachlan's turn. Shit. Lachlan's gonna come over here. She's gonna grab the steel rope and take a swing at it. She's gonna throw.
Where's she? Oh, it's this guy over here.
Yeah. She has disadvantage as well. Goes out. Nothing for certain. Crew members. This guy's holding on. He's coming back. This guy's gonna hit. Okay. Tentacles turns. This guy is going to start moving up here. And
It's kind of gross seeing you move it because it moves kind of like a tentacle.
yeah, right. That's what I wanted to do. I'm glad I got that done. All right, and Artemis, it's coming for you. It's going to be an attack roll. Does 18 hit? All right, so you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a acrobatics or athletics check to contest its.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Yep, whichever one you favor.
It's gonna be athletics.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 8.
You're grappled. You're in it.
Woo!
I promise you guys, I set that DC low.
I
just
was
rolling
rolling
like
so
shit.
low.
Yeah, oh man. Scared.
I'm scared.
Alright,
You're scared. We're scared.
He's trying to kill us all off.
Right in the beginning, let me tell you.
That wasn't the intention. Maybe the outcome. So that's that one. The second one.
What's the weather like when it's all happening?
You guys have a clear day.
Okay.
So at least we'll die to nice guy.
But it's getting cloudier by the minute.
Was that metaphorical?
Yeah. I know, right? This thing is starting to wiggle its way towards where all the commotion seems to be.
And it attacks its own tentacle.
Right. Okay, that's the 2 tentacles turns. It wasn't able to move any more than that. So Kel'Saru, it's your turn.
See, she's got that. I'm like, oh no, not another one of her buddies. That ain't about to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm cool with being like right there. Start slapping that one now.
You're swinging it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and throw there. It's going to be a 16.
16, that hits.
There we go.
What's the damage?
We're going to actually go ahead and throw in a Divine Smite with this. I'm going to go ahead and deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage to it.
Nice.
So I'm gonna throw that in there for it. So I think it's pretty much 3d8.
Yeah, of course.
3d8 damage thrown towards him there. So we'll go. It's 8 plus 7 would be 15 plus 3, 18 damage.
18 damage?
18 damage.
Oh, that definitely hurt. You dig into this thing and it just kind of cuts open right near where Artemis is getting coiled up. And you just dig in and it just kind of cuts open like you're just cutting into a nicely cooked piece of meat as you so it just kind of opens up and the steam kind of simmering it from it. Artemis, you see that opening and it comes over to mesh.
I am going to hand
Start
over hand.
picking up. Okay. Because of where you're at, it's gonna take most of your movement just to kind of pull yourself to the bed, to and up out of water. So you're just a head above water. Artemis,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Am I still?
You are still grappled.
I'm gonna try to break from the grapple.
Cool.
And that's strength, right?
It's either athletics or acrobatics.
That's gonna be athletics again.
Okay.
Sorry, green dude. So that's 18 altogether.
18. Okay, so with that opening that's been cut, you're able to just kind of like tear through the tentacle's skin and open it up, and be able to get out and kind of drop out of it. But you are going to drop out of it in a prone position. And
You never want to be prone around a tentacle.
Cypher, it's your turn.
I'm gonna make my way back to the other side again. I can't really see this. Can I get to the other rope?
To this rope?
Yeah.
That rope's being used.
Oh, it's being used?
Mhm.
Then I'm going to use my action to dash, and I'm going to go over the edge of it and see if I can see him. And
Okay.
try to make my way towards him if I can see him.
I see. That's
Oh,
right,
right.
because you got
Yeah.
your spider climb.
So I'm
You're
gonna-
spider climbing.
So I just over the
So
edge.
you get over, and you don't see him yet, but we're gonna say you're readying an
Yeah,
action.
I'm ready in action. If I see him, I'm going to reach for him.
Okay.
So I grab him.
With your dash, you
Yeah.
could get, and I'm imagining you
That's
want
what I
to
was
be-
like, yeah, I wanted to get the furthest
Yeah.
point out that I can get. So
Gotcha.
it's right there, and I just hold
Okay.
my
So you're kind of holding an action.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that'll be
Just to try- just hold my hand,
because you also
like,
have to go
looking.
down too, so that's gonna be as far as you can go. So you can't
Okay.
see him right now, but you got a ready action. Silas, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off my quarterstaff, the two-handed, and I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna take a whack. Well, not so much a whack, just like drive it in.
Yeah,
Like, drive it
okay.
in, you know?
Driving it in, yeah. It's been cut and torn up a bit, so you've got some good places to hit.
Yeah, I'm just.
Let's get an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh my god. So you go for it right as this thing whips around and goes, and just kind of reacting to all the damage around it, losing its prey, it just whips around and immediately starts to coil in on itself, getting you for a 20 to hit.
Can I spend a key point to take the dodge action before this happens?
Nope.
Okay. With a 20 to hit is what you said?
Yeah. And then that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and you gotta avoid the grapple, so it's
Right.
either strength or acrobatics.
Jesus Christ, this is just the fucking worst. 11. Oh my god.
You're grappled. Yep, you're grappled. You're one away. So it grabs in and coils you into it. Alistar.
That was the stupidest thing I've done, was run towards that thing.
You're like,
Like,
you do have a bonus action. I don't know if there's anything you can use for it. It's still your turn.
Oh, okay. Disengage. No. Step in the wind. No, nothing.
I don't think I believe this right now.
Alistar, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. Can I move over to him and pull him out? Straight.
Yeah, you can try to pull him out. I guess that's something you could have done too.
As a bonus action?
No,
No,
it would be a
just
full
action.
action. That's why it would be a full
Yeah.
action to pull him out.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
whatever.
And I'll find out. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can try to pull him out. Yeah, so you're gonna be making a
So not like stronger.
but you have to make it it's a straight strength check.
Yeah.
No proficiencies or anything, so just a strength check to pull him.
Ugh.
Natural one.
So it coils again. Oh my gosh. So as it's coiling around, it flicks out and it's going to do an attack at you, which is definitely going to hit for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does it get a second attack if it already used its reaction to make an attack?
Oh no, it doesn't get a reaction. It can't do anything. Yeah, so nothing. So you just kind of go for him, and like all the greasy tentacle slime is all over him. It's just kind of as you like try to grab at him and pull him out. All right. So Lachlan's turn. She's gonna do really the only thing she can do now, and she's gonna take a stab at it. She misses. Yeah, she misses. All right, it's the crew's turn. And now it's its turn. Twitch, it is actually retreating.
With him?
Yeah. No, with you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
It sounded like you were thankful for a moment, and I was like, shit. And as it's pulling through, it
Pulled away from everyone.
It pulled away from everyone. Oh, it
Attack
pulled
of
away from
opportunities?
everyone. You get attack of opportunity.
Everyone does. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm
Alistar, you get first attack of opportunity.
Please, we can't.
Yeah, you can punch at it, can't you?
Unarmored strike.
I can punch it.
Punch it!
Punch the tentacle.
Punching!
Hey, but if you don't feel the spirit of doing it, let it go. Just let it go.
Can't you swing at it?
I
too?
can swing at it, I
Swing
can.
at it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Alistair kind of is like,
Yeah.
That's going to be a 15.
that hits. What's the damage?
15.
Thank God.
So let's go ahead.
Thank God it wasn't in that one.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
We're going to go
Change
with
the dodge
6 of them. 6 damage.
6 damage.
6 addition.
Okay, so as this thing
I built him a lot
as this
better.
thing starts coiling away, you just kind of take a step forward and just, and you see it tear into him. This tentacle is starting to it's hanging off of its own limb, barely together, with Silas still kind of coiled up, but just barely. Now, Lachlan gets one. Fucking misses.
Artemis gets one from the floor.
Artemis, you are prone, but you still get the opportunity attack.
Oh, well then I'm the tentacle's right by me, right?
Yep.
So my scimitar would work
Yep.
best.
You just have disadvantage because you're prone.
That's.
I rolled an 18 twice.
Nice.
There it is! There it is!
Now what do you damage?
So it's a D6.
Just don't roll one.
So it's
Oh.
6 altogether.
And it cuts open and Silas falls out from the
We're
zipper.
keeping you alive, boy!
You're
Oh
welcome,
my
buddy.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna explain to you guys the mechanics.
Oh, please do.
Because,
Please do. After all.
okay, alright, so,
my
that's
God.
the tentacle's turn. Oh, I jumped to the tentacle, but I apologize.
Oh, yeah,
Forgot about this. So this crew, the crew member's body comes drifting over.
Body?
You're able to grab him. You're able to grab him.
I'll grab him and I'll just hold on to him.
And you hold on to him, but
Yeah.
you're able to recognize immediately. He was squished and then he hit his head.
But I'll still hold on to him all the same.
Yeah.
It was actually Lachlan's throw.
Yeah,
So that one's turn.
Yeah, it's ball, like a steel ball bearing
And
you're throwing
with-
someone that's drowning.
With it losing a limb, with it actually losing a full tentacle, the other one retreats as well.
Thank God.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's when the DM recognizes, oh, my counter's getting a little too crazy.
I'll go over the mechanisms. I don't always want to do that, but I think it's pretty interesting because for a moment I did think I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill all of them. But everything worked out just fine.
We kept
Everything
everybody
worked out
alive.
just fine. Everyone's
She's back on deck now.
But did you die?
Essentially is what you're at.
Oh my
Big,
god.
but did you die? You're just a little squish.
Oh my god.
A
Okay.
little drown.
3 of you were gonna die.
Oh, there was a good possibility
Nick,
for
you
a
look
lot
so
of people.
terrified right
Oh, can I bring the?
Oh,
I legit-
can
by,
I
I
legit-
by the
bring
way,
him up?
you
Yeah.
lost your
All
mace,
that- all
right?
that work right
I'm gonna
there.
see that he's lost his weapon. Hey, bro, I got an extra mace here if you want it. Sure. There you go. I'm gonna give this boy my extra mace. There you go. You got a mace back.
You put in.
There was a lot. I recognize the thought. Yes, that everything went into. So, anyways,
If he's not paying attention, it doesn't matter. We know what's happening.
so shit calms down.
I'll come up over the edge with the body. We lost one.
So I saw him lose his mace. I gave him the one that I had. Because I had a flail on my mace. So he still has a weapon.
Thanks. Okay.
We're good now.
I'm just gonna sit up and just kind of sit there,
Go
with
to.
my head down, trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, I think we all need that right now.
Is everyone all right?
I'm doing fairly decent still. Everybody in our crew's okay. It looks like.
I'll put his body down on the deck, and I'll look over to the captain and be like, he was already dead.
I can't thank you enough for bringing him back, one way or another.
After he gives me the mace and I see the body, I'm gonna storm off. I'm just gonna head down to the place.
I'm just laying on the ground, like just staring up at the sky. Just
I'm gonna
Lay there.
check on Mesh.
I'll go, after seeing him storm off, I'm gonna,
I was about to say I would get a follow off with him too.
Okay. You following too?
yeah, I'm fine.
So
How many fingers?
On my way, I'm gonna look over at Silas. Are you alright?
you have any fingers
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go with him.
What about now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How many
I just-
fingers,
I just
Mesh?
need to breathe. Leave me alone, please.
Count.
You have this. You have more.
Okay, she's fine.
they all went down. Just
Mesh
up top, and Algren, Lachlan, Danny, and
See, if more people are going down, I'm gonna hold back. I don't wanna kind of bombard. So I'll
Like down
so I'll
the deck.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
The crew's
I
gone.
gave him my mace, and then seeing him like, hold up. I'm like, what's
so you
that?
follow. You don't follow. Silas, are you still gonna follow, or are you gonna stay?
I honestly didn't realize we were just going below deck, so I'm not gonna go.
Will you check on Jason?
Yes, I will check Jason. You
I'm
rest,
staying here.
catch your breath.
Mesh, you alright?
Stay put.
Just
I think
enjoying
it's-
the sky and the air.
The air in my lungs.
That's
I
not
saw you
water
go
in my
over it.
lungs. I know, somebody threw a rope and I caught it and it was,
That's good that you caught it. And I'll go over to the captain.
who threw it?
Do you know what that was?
God. Whatever element you worship.
Some call it a kraken. I don't think it was big enough to be a kraken, but they definitely the same thing.
That known to happen often out here.
No, but it can happen. It's just not very often.
At the same time as a pirate attack.
Yeah, I don't think that was planned by any means. I think that's why they let us go. They realized what was happening. It's unfortunate. Normally, the creatures like that, they like to stay in more open waters. It is a little bit odd. Not very odd.
Were you still on course?
Kind of shakes his head. Next to Lachlan kind of just nods her head. Yeah, we are. We are.
Ship, okay.
The pink one kind of comes up and over, and Lachlan kind of helps him over. Just doing a crew assessment, and they all kind of just start going directions that they know of. Those of you who went down below deck, just some water. It's not like you're walking in water, but it's definitely damp. Some cracks from tightening from tentacles that have kind of broken parts of it, maybe underneath.
How's Jason looking?
You get down to Jason at this point. Yeah, you get down to Jason, and he's kind of sitting there, just like.
Jason?
Did you come down with us?
Pile of vomit next to him?
He did. I guess you guys come down first. So we're gonna start with
don't
you
like
see
that.
Jason, who's just kind of sitting there, and he's like, "We're fine."
So I'm gonna do a quick scan and look at him and Miss Breckenridge, and they both seem unharmed or anything like that. Just
Yeah, they seem fine. She's holding on to her bedpost. You can tell she's freaked out, but she's still trying to. I mean, kudos to her. She's keeping it together, but she's definitely like, this was the wrong ship.
So I'm just gonna do a quick scan, and then I'm gonna immediately turn to my bunk.
Come down. We're fine.
For now, yes. As far as I can tell, whatever that gigantic ass creature was is gone. Can calm down a little bit. I'm gonna go over to him and be like, "What's up, yo? You good?"
The first thing I hit the bunk, just punch it, and then I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do what?
I couldn't save them.
I understand it. You know what we had to do there. There was two things we could have done here. We had to choose what we had to do here. We had to fight the greater of the two evils here. At this point, I understand. There were people in danger. There was something right next to us, though, too, that it could have taken out far more. I understand that we did lose one, but man, we could have lost a hell of a lot more at that point. It does suck that we lost one. It doesn't feel great to me either here at this point, but we do have everybody else alive at this point. We got to take at least a little bit of solace in that.
And you're there.
Take your time if you do need it there. Don't beat yourself up too much on this one. I don't like it either, but we got it.
Jason Mesh sent me down here to morning.
So as he says that, you'll just see me kind of like kneel down to my bunk, and I'm gonna place the mace down, and I'm gonna start performing a ritual on it.
Okay. She's sweet. Everyone's not fine. He kind of looks to do that.
He's going to need a moment here. I know that it wasn't ideal here right now, but...
I do the same.
I did that too.
No. It's not ideal right now, but he'll come around. It'll be okay.
Okay.
We lost somebody, and it's not okay. I think he and I got to share a bit here with that. Comes down to it there. We had one guy who unfortunately we didn't know him as much when we had 6 that were just as much in danger as the other one there, so.
Some of the other crew members kind of come down. You just see them kind of go into places they know to go to.
We did what we had to do, but it still sucks that we didn't get everybody out of that situation.
True. You can't save them all as much as you want to.
I understand that one completely. I take solace in the fact that we saved the majority at this point. We did the best we could.
Tried to look on the right side of things, right? But not.
As far as
So
count.
I'm gonna head to the front of the corners and try to meditate.
I am gonna come back up and have your guys' conversation because I know you're asking questions.
Oh, okay.
So, at this point here, I'm going to kind of go ahead and I'm going to take my lead too. I'm not going to do exactly what he's doing, but I'm
Just gonna rest.
I'm not really resting. I'm praying as well at this point.
I see.
So.
Gotcha. So, the people who are downstairs kind of they check on Jason, they check on Breckenridge. They both kind of like nod. Jason stays at the mast for now. Mast. I keep saying mask. They kind of check some corners and they come back up. They let you guys know they're like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. They kind of head upstairs. So everyone has gone downstairs. You've asked if the ship's good.
Yeah.
He calls for a ship check.
Just gonna wait on confirmation.
Kind of jump out of the way. We come back up a few minutes later. Quick minutes. Like everything's good. Just some damage to the lower hull, but everything's fine. Algren kind of shakes his head. Lachlan's there. Holden. Pink one. What I think the pink one was. Joseph.
Kyle.
Joseph. Kyle's green.
Kyle was green. Okay.
We got cut.
They actually killed the guy. What?
So she's got Joseph, and she's kind of there with Algren, and they're just kind of mourning. The ship's good. We're on course. So yeah, I'm sorry. You all. It kind of looks to the three of me. We're absolutely amazing. And, can't thank you enough, but if you could just give us a moment.
I think I need a moment as well.
Thanks.
Jumping over towards the front portion of the ship, looking out over the edge, looking down at the water. I see things kind of quietly myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was still gonna go to the head of the ship and meditate.
Would I have seen them pulling up the body, or was I still dealing with crawling up and like?
When you got up or anything, you would have noticed that there's a dead body.
I would have. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go over next to him and just kind of sit and kind of perform a vigil for a moment.
As you get close and start doing that, Hermione Lachlan takes a step forward aggressively at you. Hey, what are you? And Algren kind of puts a hand in, just lets you finish. Kind of gives you a nod. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you could have a little. Go downstairs.
Just away.
Right, off the helm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just the four of them on the helm. Well, actually, it'll be the rest of them except for Jeremy who's up at the top. Still
I'm imagining he's probably shit himself a couple times at this point during the fight.
Crow's nest is not here to the bathroom.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do?
So after I perform my ritual on my mace, I'm going to go and find where the. Actually, I'm gonna go up to the captain.
Okay. So you start. How long does your ritual take?
It takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. So you come. You start.
Hold on. Double check that. Actually, might be longer. Yeah, an hour. It's either 10 minutes. or
Yeah, I was gonna say for a moment. I was like, and through the rest of you, have anything specifically you want to do?
I'm gonna go up to Silas and say, "Where do you read cards?" Or
Oh my god, I forgot that I was. Oh yeah.
yeah.
It just kind of, I just hurt a little bit everywhere.
I'm gonna come over to my hand on your shoulder and say, "It'll be all right." And as you feel a little better, you have 4 more coming.
Sort of look up at him and temporary health.
Just
Sort of nod. at him as I'm looking up over my shoulder. Thank you.
4 points now.
So it takes an hour.
Okay, cool. So after an hour, cool.
Oh, that was 4 points?
Yep.
Okay, I'm actually gonna take my own hands and give me another 4 points.
Okay.
All right. With I have healing hands.
Right. All right.
So then after the hour's up, I guess, I'm gonna go up to the captain. Ask him about, I'll say what was his name, and do you have a piece of metal that you could harvest?
His name was Kyle. And yeah, we do. Anything specific?
And I'll just, other than that's just probably about just anything about the size of my palm.
Kind of reaches over for one of the steel ropes. So kind of unknots it, hands you the steel ball. Just a sphere, probably weighs about 3 pounds. Close to 5 maybe.
And I'll tell him, is there anything you wanted to say about him?
He's a good sailor. Good man. Been with us for a while. I remember picking him up. Just he was a good man, a good sailor.
I'll have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Thank you.
And then I'll head back down. Go up there and I'll have the steel balls. And I'm just resting next to my bed and I'm just sitting there. Just kind of sitting there like this. Just with the steel ball put next to me. Sitting there.
I'm still down there. I'm gonna walk up to you real quick. I'm gonna just have just a little conversation here. How long have you followed the way of metal? It take quite a while then.
My whole life.
Your whole life?
Yes.
As have I with Earth for the most part there. If it wasn't for the fact that we were on a ship made of wood with water surrounding us, this may have gone slightly different. I could have called a little more upon him here to assist with this. So I have a sense that you and I have a lot in common here.
So I could do so much.
If you need anything though,
No, thank you.
maybe different gods, different elements, but
You'll notice the mace that you had given me as after the hour's up, it's been reshaped to look exactly like the mace I had brought.
is that how your family does some of the smithing? How you may have become so famous for it? That's impressive.
Yeah. Some on a more smaller scale. Yeah.
Smaller scale? It's impressive though.
The day goes by. You all have your own moments with each other, and night falls. It's an uneventful day. It's a quiet day. Night falls. You all get to take a short rest. For those of you who want to, you spend the evening kind of bandaging, patching yourself up, using another's kit to get some hit dice.
Is it only on a long rest that I need to spend 30 minutes?
Uh,
Rotating for key points?
No, short rest too.
Okay, so
So-
I'll take 30 minutes and then
So, is anybody going to use hit dice? No, everyone thinks No one really took much damage. That was just a lot.
Just right up drowning.
Grappling and
Yeah.
throwing.
I think I'm actually gonna use one because I'm down 10 points.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna use one.
So, so now you've only got 9 healers kits left. Sorry, 9 uses.
Nine uses.
9 healers
Yeah.
kits.
Well, we have the rest of the trip, right? So couldn't
30
she
pounds.
just wait for the rest of
No wonder why you sank so fast.
couldn't she like wait the rest of the trip for the long rest?
Yeah, assuming nothing else happens.
Well, yeah.
Would that be quite presumptuous?
I'm presuming as much sense
Um,
for those kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have 4 uses because it's a D8.
Yeah,
But,
she can use 4 of them, but she doesn't need to use 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm only 8 points down.
go an 8
so,
points down. You
yeah, I'm
sure
at
you don't
27.
need a little bump?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say no to it.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a pat on the shoulder as the third pack comes in. You're gonna feel a little something here.
More healing hands.
Yeah.
More
healing
hands.
You get a heal.
Everybody
gets a heal.
And just go ahead. It doesn't really. I don't think it specifies an amount, does it?
Just really likes to lay hands.
I think it's your level plus.
Very touchy feel.
It does. It's level plus. It's your level times 5 to the pool that you have.
Oh, right,
but
so you
the
can put as much
amount
as you
can
want.
Be,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So the amount is
So
you're
you're-
back to full at this point. There you go. The amount is welcome back to
And
the
you've
full
got
health
12
level.
left to use before it replenishes with, I think, a long rest.
I
Yeah.
can't remember.
You guys will need to definitely manage like your spells and your special features and things like that
Yeah.
because some of them, you don't just get them back on a short rest. So it might be. I mean, sometimes it could be sessions before you get a feature back. So. All right, that was Junip the Third, first week.
Juniper?
Junip.
Juniper?
Juniper?
Junip is the name of the
The 3rd.
month that you guys are in.
And the 3rd is the day.
The 3rd is the day. You guys are going into the 4th. When you wake up, it'll be the 4th. So, those of you guys who are getting a rest, we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's session there. Everyone marked for the short rest and everything like that. We're gonna end tonight's session there. So thank you everyone for watching. That got pretty intense and pretty cool. So we'll just end it there. So that was the end of that episode.
2020 for the year 2020. That was one I get. That's the only one.